My lords, ladies, and gentlemen, Her Highness the Princess Incognita.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Cinderella movie dresses.
Oh, look at that. This is different.
Okay, Dad, you said you wanted to be a businesswoman.
Good heavens, child. You can't go in that.
Perfect.
For this list, we'll be looking at our favorite dresses from the many renditions of the popular fairy tale. Did we miss your favorite remake? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. The Glass Slipper. One of the earliest live-action remakes, Ella shows up to the ball dressed to steal the show. This ballet movie delivers when it comes to fashion.
Who's that? Walking with the prince?
She's someone I knew in Paris.
Oh, I didn't see her.
Did you see her, Cousin Lulu?
No, but that dress.
Unlike other versions of the story, there is no magic. When she is left without a dress to wear to the ball, her friend, the eccentric town vagrant, borrows Ella's cousin's dress and loans it to her.
Why?
For fashion. It fascinates men, makes them marvel at women, fills them with awe.
The gown is a beautiful pink-tinted white with rosebud and crystal details. Though the sleeves and silhouette reference the 18th century fashion worn by the other characters, it doesn't look like anything else in the room. The dress's pastel color and youthful design, and Ella's lack of wig, make her stand out in the crowd.
Speak of the devil, there she goes now. Who is she?
Number 9. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Julie Andrews' first time on live television was starring in the first version of Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical Cinderella.
It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice are easily turned to horses.
The most famous dress she wore for the production, a beautiful white ball gown with standout gold features, is actually only featured in promotional material and never worn on screen. Since the telecast was filmed live, Andrews had to be able to do quick costume changes, and the promotional gown was deemed too large and heavy for the task. So, the Fairy Godmother ended up giving Cinderella an all-white tulle sheath dress with long gloves and a tiara instead of the other dress. However, the detail of the gown still made her the talk of the ball.
Who is she? Who is she?
Who is she?
Who is she? Who is she?
Number 8. The Slipper and the Rose. This period piece musical is better known for its soundtrack than its fashion, but the style still shines.
Most unsuitable for a ball.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, you'll just have to go as you are.
Cinderella's fairy godmother transforms her dress into a pale pink 18th century ball gown with ruffle and crystal details. She's also given a pink-tinted wig also adorned with crystals, fitting the custom of the 18th century setting of the story.
But how shall I behave? I'm dressed like a princess.
Oh, just be yourself. And for tonight, you are a princess.
Because all the costumes were made to fit the time period, many of the dresses at the ball look similar to hers. In fact, you could argue that Cinderella's gown is a little simple by comparison. But the prince still only had eyes for her, proving that it's not the petals that make the rose.
What is my life to me without my love for you?
Number 7. Cinderella, 2021.
I have dreams that I have to chase.
This adaptation forges some new ground for the oft-told fairy tale. We do, however, still get an opulent ball gown.
Do you want to go to that ball and meet a bunch of rich people who will change your life?
Yes, I was just crying and singing about it like 2 minutes ago.
Then go you shall!
Promotional images show us a shimmering strapless number in a distinctive pale purple color, with pickups adding fullness to the ombre skirt and the constellations of crystal embellishments. It's definitely a look fit for royalty. The gown also boasts unique detached sheer sleeves with floral details. Interestingly, its color is closer to a silvery white in the on-screen footage, but it doesn't lose any of its pop as a result. And even if the gown's color is more traditional, its origins definitely aren't.
Where did you get that dress?
I designed it.
Number 6. Into the Woods. This movie isn't exactly just another retelling of the classic fairy tale. Cinderella is just one of an ensemble of fairy tale characters chasing their dreams. In this story, the role of Fairy Godmother is fulfilled by the spirit of her deceased mother, who comes to her in a tree.
If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree.
After encouraging her daughter, she transforms Cinderella's rags into a beautiful ball gown with a unique green-gold color similar to the tree's leaves. We see another nod to this origin in her gold tiara. With its shimmering fabric and delicate green organza details, this gown is designed to blend in and stand out, and naturally manages to catch the prince's eye.
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
Though maybe that's not what Cinderella actually wants after all.
To arrive at a ball is exciting and all. Once you're there, though, it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary.
Number 5. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. The third rendition of the Rodgers and Hammerstein classic gave us Whitney Houston as a fairy godmother and Brandy as Cinderella. What more could we want?
Fabulous? Me? Do you see anybody else in this room?
The movie had a stellar cast and amazing fashion. The dress Cinderella is given for the ball is a beautiful light blue ball gown accessorized with gloves and a tiara. While the shape of the gown is very reminiscent of the Disney cartoon dress, the sparkles of the bodice and skirt give us both nostalgia and Y2K vibes.
Who is that charming girl?
No one seems to know she is stunning, isn't she?
Like a vision.
It all adds up into the perfect blend of old and new, making it impossible not to fall in love with this version of the story. Everything about this movie is undeniably iconic.
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Number 4. Cinderella, 1950. When you think of the quintessential Cinderella dress, you probably think of a light ball gown with lots of sparkle, right? Well, in the original release of the Disney movie, the dress was actually a silvery white color.
Oh, it's a beautiful dress. Did you ever see such a beautiful dress?
Since then, the House of Mouse has exclusively released blue versions of the dress. Some fans speculate that the color change was for marketing purposes, as to not sell wedding dress-like costumes to little kids.
My heart has wings, and I can fly.
Others believe it was to make the sparkle stand out more during the transformation sequence. Either way, her dress is one of the most recognizable Disney princess dresses to ever exist.
It's more than I ever hoped for.
Bless you, my child.
Number 3. Ever After. This story is primarily set in 16th century France, and so were the costumes. Danielle meets the prince long before the ball and forms a relationship with him under a false alias.
Please, I beg of you, a name. Any name.
I fear that the only name to leave you with is Comtesse Nicole de Lancret.
Ready to reveal the truth, Danielle is thwarted when she's locked up by her stepmother, only to be released by her friend and de facto fairy godmother, Leonardo da Vinci.
How can I face him?
Because he deserves to hear the truth from the one he loves.
A bird may love a fish, signore, but where would they live?
Then I shall have to make you wings.
When Danielle appears at the masquerade ball, she's wearing a gown that once belonged to her mother, with the addition of a special touch courtesy of Da Vinci. The dress itself is stunning with its delicate fabrics and intricate beading. We could stare at the details of it all day. However, the ethereal shimmering makeup and wings truly elevate this mesmerizing look to be unforgettable.
Breathe. Just breathe.
Number 2. A Cinderella Story. This modern rendition of the fairy tale revolves around ordinary high schooler Sam. And when she has nothing to wear to her high school Halloween costume party, she relies on her ordinary coworker and friend to help her dress to impress.
I was saving this dress for my next attempt down the aisle. Long story.
When Sam appears at the dance, she steals the spotlight in a big way.
Love her dress. Hate her.
The poofy tulle skirt is the stuff of princess fantasies, while the crystal lattice detail on the bodice seems almost like a nod to the promotional dress from the 1957 Cinderella. Even without a tiara, she looks undeniably like true royalty for the night. There's a timeless quality about this look that proves fairy tales never fall out of fashion.
I'll be the greatest part of your life.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Another Cinderella story. A modern take guaranteed to turn heads with its eye-catching red color. Made in Manhattan. A dress worthy of the red carpet.
You and me can't go anywhere beyond this evening. Just can't.
Oh, then you should have worn a different dress.
Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister. A gown that made her look more like a queen than a maiden. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Cinderella, 2015. Many of the movies on this list are based on different versions of Cinderella, but this film is based on the Disney classic. So when it came time to make a dress, costume designer Sandy Powell had big shoes to fill. Glass ones.
But you wouldn't mind if I get off of it? Wouldn't mind a nice blue.
Wanting the dress to be both unique and reminiscent of the cartoon dress, Powell said she wanted the ballet gown to look like watercolor. To achieve this, the silhouette followed the original, and the voluminous skirt was made of layers and layers of different colored lightweight fabrics that appeared water-like when Cinderella danced. We'd say mission accomplished. The dress doesn't need heavy embellishment. With its vibrant color and subtle shimmering dimension, it practically glows on screen. True magic come to life.
They're all looking at you.
Believe me, they're all looking at you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.